everyone, it's Mama D here with your daily dose of encouragement. Today's dose comes from Genesis chapter 11, verse 31. It says, "One day Terah took his son Abram, his daughter-in-law Sarai, his son Abram's wife, and his grandson Lot, his son Haran's child, and moved away from Ur of the Chaldeans. He was headed for the land of Canaan, but they stopped at Haran and settled there." Canaan is the promised land, the land that God would promise to give Abram. When the journey started, Terah's plan was to go to Canaan, but he ended up stopping at about the halfway point of the journey and settling there in Haran instead. He stayed there for the rest of his life, never going on to Canaan. That's really all the information that we have here, no reasons why. If we look at it from the perspective of Terah, it could be that he just decided that he liked Haran and didn't want to go any further. Or he could have had health problems because he was older and they may have prevented him from continuing on. All we know for sure is that he stayed in Haran. But if we look at it from the perspective of Abram, it could be that it simply wasn't God's timing yet for Abram to go to Canaan. Haran may have been the waiting place that God chose for Abram, a place for Abram to prepare for God's promise that would come. One thing I am sure of, though, is that if God had meant for Abram or all of them to end up at Canaan, they would have. We don't always see or know what God's plan is, but we can take comfort in the fact that God does know his plan. If we follow him, he will lead us to the right place at the right time with the right people. It's all in his timing, and his will be accomplished. And if we let him guide us and bring us step by step, we will find beauty in the journey. And remember, there's enough ugly in the world. Choose Jesus.